What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Alibaba Group Holdings with the ticker symbol BABA. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So I look at BABA every Wednesday and Friday, so let's take a look at what happened since last week Friday. You can see that price did gap down and traded sideways for the rest of the week. So we haven't really seen anything drastically change on the chart. It's still slowly working its way down to that $80 level because that is where the measure move target is. I got the measure move target from this impulse down right back over here. This is one leg down. We are currently in the formation of the second leg. Measure moves are not always reached, however they are very reliable, so this is a good target for price to reach. And also this is the opposite side of the orange range. When price hits one side of the range, it will try to reach the opposite side. So price is still below the EMA and still below this downward trend line off the swing highs. You can see that there is 3 swing highs that I drew this trend line off of. So this is still bearish territory because price can still go lower. The measure move target is not reached. We are still below the EMA. There's still this downward trend line in play, and price is still below that $90 level, which is a critical key level in the past. So again, this is still bearish territory. We're not really seeing any bullish or bearish signs in the past few days. However, in the long term, meaning the next couple of weeks, it looks like it'll still continue traveling down towards that bottom side of the range. Let's just say it doesn't. Again, things can always change in the market. If this was once the target, it can obviously be invalidated. So what would need to invalidate that is a break above the EMA, a break of this trend line, and price pulling back to hold as support at the $90 level. So basically, I need to see aggressive buying occur on the chart. It needs to break right through the trend line and the EMA and not look back. And then the pullback should not be sharp. It should be small like this, and then it will probably continue higher like that. Because even if we do something like that, it can always just reverse back down, something like this. So we have to see how it develops. But again, the first good sign would be aggressive buying, followed by a small pullback will lead to more aggressive buying, something like that. So until then, this is still in bearish territory, which means we're going to be seeing more downside for BABA. So again, it's not been doing anything for the past couple of days. It's actually not been doing anything for the past 6 months. You can see that if I move my cursor back onto March 27th of this year, which is right over here, price closed right around the 86.18 level. And look at, we're practically at the same price level back in March 27th of this year. So again, nothing has happened since 6 months. Because imagine if you just bought BABA back here, or you sold a share and you didn't come back for 6 months. Well, look at, nothing really happened. You're really back at the same place where you started. So again, this orange ring represents that balance between buyers and sellers. They're not really doing anything right now between the $80 level and the $100 level. And you can see that we're just seeing a smaller version of that take place for the past week now. So again, nothing really has happening for the past couple of days. Nothing has really been happening for the past 6 months. BABA is not looking that bullish right now. Things can change. I believe in the long term, the more macro picture is a good sign. I'll talk about that more on the weekly chart. So here's the weekly chart, and this is a much better macro structure than looking at the daily chart. You can still see the same structure, but I want to go over the higher time frame analysis. So you can see there was a large impulse down right here. There's a good chance to see and expect a second impulse, and this is where it started from. However, the second impulse will not be attempted by the bears several times. They usually will give up after a couple. So we saw one attempt by the bears right over here, and this was the second attempt, and it failed at the $80 level, and that's what led to a nice reversal back up to the 101 level. However, since the bulls did not seem that strong, meaning they just pushed up prices in 2 attempts like this, showing signs of weakness, that means the attempts can reset for the bears and they can still travel down towards that measure move target at the 52 after the $53 level. So this is technically all just the first attempt right here, and once we saw the reset, we're seeing the second attempt, and the second attempt is normally the last attempt. So we're seeing the third push down. This is the first push back here. We saw the second push stall out at the $87 level, where we saw a small bounce, and now we're seeing the last push down. So again, if this last push down fails any time before that target, at the measurement target, there's a good chance to see a good size rally. And what would be a good measurable target? It will be a previous size rally, which would be this leg right here. So let's just say we stop right here and we start reversing. Then the bulls will be attempting to reach the 147 level. So again, it's whoever cannot reach their measurable target will normally be the opposite side can fulfill theirs. So again, if the bears can't fulfill their target, then the bulls can probably fulfill their target. So again, let's see how this develops. Of course, this is still in bearish territory, and the bears are still working towards their measurable target, and they have not failed yet. But if we see a strong bounce from the $80 level, if we get there, or any aggressive buying until then, there's a good chance that the bears have failed, and we might see a strong rally out of here. So again, Baba does have the possibility to have a huge move up, but as right now, it's not doing that. So let's see how it develops. So that's all I have for Baba on the daily and weekly charts. I think some of these Chinese stocks are coming to an end in their downtrend. We'll have to wait and see. Again, it's not guaranteed until we see it. So that's all I have for Baba, and I'll give you guys an update this week, Friday. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.